Welcome back to Whose Landfill Is It Anyways, where the bros are made up and nothing matters.
Your irrelevant hosts for this week are Dizzy.
Why am I first?
I don't know.
You know,
I said so.
I said that already, so you know what? I'm going to introduce you now, Trybien.
Oh.
Wait, no,
that's me. I'm Trybien.
No, wait, I should have introduced someone else, and then they introduced Tar, and then they introduced Trybien.
No, you should have done it in a triangle, and then I introduced myself.
And what about lunch?
Hi everybody, I'm Lunchbillion.
You know, we've been doing this for a year.
1 year anniversary.
You know, we've been doing this for a year, and we still can't do introductions, right?
How we have grown in all this time.
Please start over.
How we have improved in our cross.
Hey, at least try. At least Try is not doing those forced ass openings anymore.
Wow, we're just gonna fucking dunk on him on the anniversary episode. At least Try isn't fucking up the show.
I mean, I'm always
visual
fucking
gag
up the
works very well in an audio-only podcast.
I mean,
remember when Lunch said that?
Yeah,
Remember
totally.
when I said that?
I mean,
not Todd Howard. Who was it again?
What?
I don't know. It's your
Butch
story.
Hartman.
You gave us nothing to
When
go
I should
on.
say that Butch Hartman should be in a Sonic suit for the movie,
Yeah,
and now they're redoing
yes.
Sonic's character. If they just took my advice, they wouldn't have to spend so much money on redesigns.
exactly. So, we've been doing this show for a solid, this is episode 53. And we've grown quite a bit in the past year, specifically by one member.
Yeah, and I've grown because now I have a mustache. So
Yeah, your hair has literally grown.
Yeah, it's extended. It
And
goes
I've
a
grown
long
because
way.
I've shaved my mustache.
That's the
I don't know, 'cause
opposite
I've actually
of
got myself a
growth.
nice
I was
razor, and
52
now
today for some reason.
my beard is actually really nice. And I shaved this on.
Welcome to EgoCast.
Monday. Yeah.
Bitches!
Thank you all for subscribing to our channel and watching us for 53 episodes. Now just let us gloat about ourselves,
Yeah.
which is funny considering
Yeah.
we've made our characters
We're-
and hating ourselves.
I want to say
we
we're
can gloat about
like,
our fucking 40 subs.
I want to say that we're the most irrelevant podcast on YouTube, but I actually
But
don't even
we're
know
not,
if that's the case.
and that's scary.
We're not.
I know.
There's another. I actually followed some smaller podcasts and subscribed to them just to try and support them. Although they don't know I'm there because I never comment on their videos.
Oh, excellent.
The best kind of support. Invisible, soulless, cold
Well, a lot of them.
support.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
What
my
every
kind
channel
of support.
needs.
Oh. But
I'm here
Well,
for
I
you,
don't
but
know.
you don't know it.
I don't know.
So considering we've been doing this for a year now, let's just take a look at the year in Bros in a Landfill. Think where we've improved, where we've clearly not improved. I am pointing at myself.
Okay, well, immediate clear non-improvement is that I've never stopped ranting about a certain game. I've only just stopped referring to it by name. And
I don't think
that's going to change in 2020
Not gonna get my
when I have a
smiting
new
stick.
game to rant about.
Yeah, Persona 5 Royal.
Don't make me get my smiting stick.
But no,
I'll fight you, Tar. I have a sword.
Dizzy, there is
I have
nothing.
an empty 2-liter Coke
Dizzy.
bottle that is
There is
starting to
nothing
depressurize.
wrong with you being as
I have-
passionate
I
about
have a
Persona, Atlas games, Shin Megami Tensei as much as you are. But
Oh shit, he does have a sword. Oh fuck.
considering you rant a lot about Persona 5, yes, but
Hi.
it's not like the stuff that you're ranting about is just silly or.
I
Well,
brought
it's
this up to reference the meme. I didn't want this to be the focus of the episode.
But the point is you in the Discord and our chats constantly talk about how
I made 5
You-
videos about it, and I
well, not
still
just
haven't made
about
a point.
Persona, and generally you having this complex about making going on these rants or making the podcast worse and whatnot. But it's not like the stuff you talk about isn't devoid of content, isn't interesting, doesn't I know how much you hate compliments, but you the stuff you do talk about is well considered. Does make sense outside of that that one Steve debate, like Minecraft Steve debate. But that was memes in general. We're not always at our best.
We talk about important things on this show, mostly Persona 5 and sexual harassment. That might be the list.
I can't even be mad because it's true.
Those are our two most important issues.
I was gonna make a joke, and then you went up to me, man. Yeah. I was like, maybe you should consider, and I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
When's the Kick Vic anniversary?
Oh my god. Well, I obviously, I'm gonna probably make another video, bro talk on that after the fucking after the hearing for the TCPA happens and we get the results for that, because that's literally like.
I'd say we've cashed in so much on that, but I haven't. I refuse to talk about that kind of stuff. So you guys have cashed in so much on that.
Okay,
so is everybody, man.
Such big subs.
Those videos may have gotten more views, but they haven't gotten us any subs.
We're just covering the news.
It's more of a place for me to just vent my frustrations with Twitter culture and people online, and
that's
just
fair.
I need my outlet.
Frustration, but it's most of those videos are you saying, "Everybody, calm down. This is gonna end eventually, and then you'll have your answer." So stop forcing the guy to take depression medicine until you find out for certain that he's a monster.
Exactly.
After that, there's no stopping you.
Well, what's really interesting about the Vic stuff is that the more you learn about the stuff going on behind the scenes, the more questionable the whole situation is. It's four of the accusations against him are all people who are close friends, and it's I think it was either the first I think it was the second Kick Vic
close
one
friends.
we did
where
Lunch made a comment.
Does that mean we can all accuse you of something?
Sure, and then if you all accuse me of something, you're all from different you're all different places of the world. So, it's the accusations are coming from different enough places where there's definitely seems to be
credible.
a pattern. But I was thinking back to the second Kick Vic one we did, where Lunch said that it seems like these accusations are coming from a bunch of different places, where outside of the specific ones of people just being uncomfortable, but with his hugs or whatnot, and the conventional lines, which almost all voice actors end up doing, the worst accusations, that have any weight from people are people that are close friends to it's actually sort of funny the two twins that put out who put out their statement affidavit and whatnot lived with Monica Ariel and her fiance, and one of them worked.
The meatiest accusations that are the most damning all suspiciously come from a sort of similar area of sources.
Yeah, and that doesn't necessarily mean these are absolutely all false, but say that there's to say that there's, and that's actually where it comes back to something like the Kick Vic thing, where my frustrations come from in these sorts of online situations and these hate mobs and whatnot is, let's say there is one or two people out there who were seriously hurt by Vic. You had your opportunity as a movement at the beginning to try to give credibility to sorts of this is something another thing I've actually considered there's this whole thing about Kiwi Farms is going out against all the Kick Vic people. Kiwi Farms would have easily been the same group of people going after Vic if there was actual substance to the accusations, and if there wasn't some of this shady stuff, and if people weren't trying to shut down conversation about it and not shut down questions. Because when you bring something into the public, there will naturally be questions, and if you're going out of your way to say, oh, anybody asking questions is harassing you or being harassing, and yes, there were people doing harass, this is the internet. People harass each other on every side. But in any situation that's, no matter, in any private situation that you bring into the public, people will have questions. Because as people from around the world who don't know the people involved, they will want clarification. They'll want a reason to believe you. And if you're shutting down the conversation, and if you're going out of your way to say, oh, I don't have to justify giving any response to you, or I don't need to share my complete story, or I don't have to do this or this or this. That's what you sign up for when you bring things publicly, because people will naturally be curious and they naturally want to be on your side and they naturally want to have somebody to like kick to the curb and laugh at or say, "Oh, you're a monster."
How much of this do we want to keep in, considering this was supposed to be the anniversary
I know.
of Bros in a Landfill?
I mean, kickfig is a very important part of the
Bros in a Landfill, Dizzy. This is Bros in a Landfill.
I know.
We made a separate series specifically because they're totally different.
This is an anniversary of the year of.
This is an anniversary of the entire YouTube channel, so let's reference
Bros stuff. Bros talk, bros, whatever else the plays.
Yeah, no.
Whatever else we decided to do, spur of the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Bros, let's play update then. Because we have one commenter saying that he or she, I don't know, wants us to play all the e-bendings. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna schedule it with Tar.
We have commenters?
Yeah. We can't let them
we
down.
want Lunch to be on too, don't we?
Yeah, we're playing Eve again. We're planning on playing Eve again.
Yeah, we had this random person just watching through
Thank you
all
for
the
that,
Eve
by the
stuff
way.
and leaving comments on each video, and it was really
All right, that's
weird.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
like
so
it's a
Eve's coming
really
back.
Shout out
pretty.
to you, Mr. LP fan guy, I think was his name.
I'm gonna check right now.
Let me double
All
check.
right.
Actually, do we
Like,
want to
but-
say his name on cast? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he's
you'd
a
find that-
fan. He's our number one fan.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you'd find
but-
that appreciative or creepy.
Yeah, but seeing that, we definitely need to
Yeah,
do
you
more
got his name
Let's
right.
Plays in general.
friend.
Like just Dizzy and Tar doing Let's Plays is hilarious enough as it is. I know it's hard to organize things because of our time zones.
Yeah, so
But-
we're bringing Eve back. We're gonna get all the endings, not just the merry
Um,
ending. I'm gonna
I
destroy
want-
the
I
world
wanna-
and then save it and then destroy it again.
I want
Yeah,
all of
that
our
was-
audience to be able to
that was
watch
his name, LP fan.
Lunch suffer through the so bad it's good fan case I helped make for a competition that got second place.
Who got
All right.
Lun-
The
who got
esteemed
what?
second place entry from
Who got-
2014. Coming at you.
I mean, this was 2008,
I've got no
17.
idea. I was
2018, I think. I
I
don't
was
know.
just throwing out a number. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I
This
hated
is-
it, but I was
okay.
also playing it for footage, and I just hated going around in circles. So I think you'll have a lot better time of it if you're just playing it just for funsies.
All right.
'Cause-
Yeah.
I can do that.
'Cause-
I also want to do perhaps a bros let's play of Sonic Bible Adventures, the best fan game
Oh my god.
from the early 2000s ever.
Wait, hang on. My audio glitched for a second. Did you just say Sonic Bible Adventures?
Yes, he
The
did.
time to
Did
ask
you,
questions will be the let's play date. All right.
did you not see episode 50?
I feel like
Tar?
this game's probably 5
The
minutes
first
long. I
mention
played
of
it when
it?
I was a kid. I downloaded it from the internet.
I'm
and
still
I haven't
holding
looked
out.
at it in many years.
I'm still
And
holding
I'm
out
pretty
that
sure it's gonna
Sonic
be great.
Sonic goes into a. I'm still holding out. I really want Sonic to go into a spinball and then shoot himself out of a sling and kill Goliath. If
I mean,
if I see that, I'm just gonna go insane. I'm gonna ascend. I'm gonna be like, yeah.
I'll say this also for the future is that we needed like this is an experiment we've done before, but doing these recording the podcast while doing video chats has definitely like improved the quality of the conversations.
The video
and the
chats that
banter.
no one else can see but us.
I know that's the best. Well, because
Well-
we're all anonymous bitches. I mean, Lunch. We could just put Lunch's face up there the whole time.
Just-
and
Yeah,
be
just
partial
Just
to this body.
Lunch's face in the top
Yeah.
corner and him talking to nobody.
that would just seem
Yeah.
like it's me and my imaginary friends, and I'm like just doing voices and pretending to be my own podcast. You know.
I love
Is,
it.
is this the terrible
sad
lost
little-
plot? Is this the terrible lost
That
plot
would be
twist
some
that doesn't make any
interesting
sense?
lore, considering you came on, what, episode 23?
That's to make it less
21.
suspicious. Like I did 23 episodes with
well,
only
that's
my
what-
alter egos, and then I
Well, that's
introduced
what-
myself as a
well,
character as a guest. later on.
Episode
I mean, have
23.
you ever seen any of us in the same room together?
Episode
guess not.
23 is the episode where Lunch
Aw.
learned to love himself.
Really?
I hope that
What are we
didn't get
talking
picked up
about?
in the record.
I don't know. It was Smash.
Future try cut that. from the
Oh,
record.
then definitely.
Hmm.
If anything can
But-
get me to love myself, it's Smash.
Yeah.
Well, if anything
So-
can get me to hate myself, it's anything.
Everything.
Pretty
Everything.
much, yeah.
So, I guess other things we could talk about the year with them.
What was your
Bros in a
favorite
Landfill
episode?
Is
I'm glad we started off with the kickback stuff. Now that everyone's gone, we can just talk about
before you leave, we need to talk about the role-playing game that we're making, the RPG Maker game.
No, that's last.
Hey, now,
that's last.
Hey, now, let's not until we know that we're actually finishing the project.
Well, projects are never meant to be finished.
Excuse you, I will finish this
tentative
project.
announcements.
I have over 100 maps.
Yeah, we have a function.
Weapon skins and backgrounds and plugins. I'm finishing this game, even if you two drop it and Tar never starts it.
like we have a functioning demo right now that I could very well that I'm hopefully planning to get up during this episode.
And I'm hopefully planning to make a trailer for.
Yeah,
you'll know when you hear this. Check our YouTube channel. If it's not there, we fucked up.
Yeah. But the demo itself is completely playable. It just needs the last few touches. I just need to be awake enough to be able to actually work on it.
He means that because
you'll be playing the demo
Try means awake enough because he's got to get socially aware and stuff. He's not talking about sleep.
Oh yeah, I need to be woke enough. I'm such a
He needs to get woke.
Yeah,
Try's trying to finish the project, but he's being held down by his social and political beliefs.
Yeah, I'm such a hateful conservative that I want all guns taken out of this country.
Tries working on the project. He's like, man, it'd be so much easier to finish this if like shit. I want to say like a political joke, but I also don't want to offend anybody.
If there weren't 30 to 50 feral hogs in my yard.
There you go. So yeah, we're working on a Bros in a Landfill
I stooped
RPG
that
game.
low, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna make a climate.
Can't wait for this episode to be dated.
Okay, I was gonna make a climate change
age
joke.
Well.
And it features our favorite boy, Nerome.
Oh shit!
The episode of the role-playing game. Welcome, special guest star Nerome. Everybody say hi to Nerome.
Hi, Nerome.
Hi, Nerome.
I'll kill you all.
Well, then the podcast really will be me and my imaginary friends.
So put in Nerome. Put in a picture of Nerome.
So Lunch, when can you get Nerome onto the cast? When can you get Nerome on cast for us?
I don't know. He's quite hard to get a hold of. He doesn't have a phone. I don't think he even has pockets. So if he had a phone, I don't know where he'd fucking put it.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
No. He keeps it in hammer space. He just does the magical thing where he just pulls it right out of his ass, just like in video games. Nerome's like, I got a phone call. Whoop!
Doesn't he wear cargo shorts?
Well, yeah, but Solid Snake keeps like a missile launcher in his back pocket. So I mean, is it that unbelievable that Nerome would keep a phone just tucked away in his butt?
I as his creator, I refuse to confirm nor deny. What?
What Dizzy's trying to say is that Nerome's phone is his vibrating butt plug.
You don't have to just fucking say it, dude. You don't have to just say that on the cast for everybody to hear.
And Dizzy's gone.
Tar's
characters
too.
may be imaginary, but they're lots of privacy.
So
that visual gag works very well in an audio-only podcast, Dizzy.
Best bros quote.
Yes.
So speaking of
hi, I'm back.
Bro stuff.
What's up?
Why don't we talk about some of our favorite episodes of the year? I don't.
What the fuck are you talking about, Try?
I love that episode where DSY complains about Persona 5 and then walks out of the podcast, even though no one can tell that he left because it's audio only.
Well, because I want to say, I think one of the first episodes that was like legitimately really fun, that worked out really well was
Trying to Landfill.
I always love listening back to is it's that fucking Sonic episode that Dizzy and Tar did. That shit makes me laugh every time I listen to it.
That was probably my.
It gives you an idea of how easy Try is to amuse.
I am so easy to amuse. It's like not even funny.
All right, don't lie to us. It was because of the Butch Hartman stuff, wasn't it?
I mean, that
It
really helped.
absolutely was because of the Butch Hartman stuff.
Okay.
All right, special guest star Butch Hartman right here.
If it was just the Butch Hartman stuff, I would say that's my favorite Bros moment, but wouldn't say it's my favorite episode. Even so, it's not my favorite Bros moment. There's still some
about how Tails kills Cosmo.
I mean, the friggin' like the
Wait,
7 disc rant is pretty fucking like
Cosmo
legendary.
from fucking Sonic, not Cosmo from Fairly Odd.
Tails kills both of them. Let's just say Tails kills both of them. Tails goes
and
to
Cosmo.
I mean, they're both green.
I'd love it if Butch Hartman can confirm. Isn't that right, Butch? Yes, that's right. Yeah. Please let me out of your basement.
What the fuck,
Dizzy? Please let me out.
Dizzy.
And Dizzy thinks that he makes the podcast worse. He is. It's Dizzy that
thinks he can do voices.
It's the fact that you can't.
Please,
like,
God,
Dizzy.
no.
Like it's the fact that you can't do voices and you just default into just like those random ass
like a fucking pixie voice.
I mean, it's the same thing with the Ralphie the Rat stuff. It's just whenever Ralphie the Rat came on.
Gosh, remember when he was going to become a thing? I'm so glad he didn't become a thing.
I'm so glad he was
I
killed.
killed him just for
Fuck
you.
Ralphie the Rat.
Thank you, Dizzy. You did the world a favor.
I brought him into this world and then I took him out. Is he going to
kill your own child?
Okay, Tar.
Filicide.
Filicide, that's the word. Got it.
Tar, say the line.
Here's another little conversation we can have, and this is directed towards Lunch. Lunch, you came into this podcast literally almost a little over halfway through the year. So
yes.
we had 20 some episodes establishing.
A little less than halfway through.
And then you come in. What's it's like? What has it been like to come into this little trash cast that that I put together and Dizzy and Tar has kept alive?
Well, I was gonna say something, but then you said that, and now I'm like,
well, thanks for attempting to answer my question, buddy.
Yeah, thanks,
no. I wasn't.
I'll tell you how this podcast has been coming in late. I'm getting interrupted all the time. I have my questions stolen out from my throat.
I wasn't gonna answer the question. I was gonna make a comment about Try's question. Also, he joined episode 21. I remember this 21. Because I am obsessive. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
I love you too, Dizzy. It's been, honestly, it hasn't been too difficult because you guys are pretty easy to talk to. It's a pretty casual atmosphere. The standards aren't too high. So, I don't know. That's
so why don't you join?
There it is.
I could just come in and be myself. It's not really a big deal. We talk about nerdy shit. I like nerdy shit. Yeah, I like the atmosphere. I like the weird things that somehow come into the world when we're all together.
Do you think in 20 years this won't be nerdy anymore, and then it'll just be seen as normal?
Oh no, we're gonna be normies in 20
mainstream.
years.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're
normies in a landfill. We're gonna start a movement of people living in landfills.
Oh shit.
Well, on one hand, I'd be happy that we made it that far, but on the other hand, I'd be upset that we started
That's
such
our
a
legacy.
Trend. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, well, this is kind of, don't please.
That's right, Bilfers, go live in a landfill if you want to be like us.
Just next week, there's gonna be something on the trending page where it's
the Bros in a Landfill challenge.
No, I refuse.
Next week, I want to see a YouTube video on the trending page. That's title is what? I'm living inside a landfill, and then it's got
gone wrong, gone sexual.
Gone wrong, gone sexual. Yeah, exactly. But I want there to be a lifestyle video of someone living in a landfill on Twitter, not Twitter, on YouTube trending page.
Exist yet?
But it's not. Is it on trending? Imagine it's on the trending page because
our personalities will make it happen.
Yeah, with our huge audience of people who will come and watch this, like 2 years from now when we're actually finally big and they come and listen to this and we're like, wow, this one's actually isn't that bad of an episode compared to the usual schlock that's in the first year of shit.
Thank you.
Thanks, future fans.
Yep.
We appreciate you, future fans.
I
But
appreciate
not as much as our forever
for
fans like LP Man.
All of our early episodes are bad.
Yeah, Lunch Police is our OG fan.
He really is.
Oh,
Lunch
sorry.
Lunch is the MVP.
Much love. But I actually meant to say LP fan that the guy watches the Let's Play.
Maybe Lunch LP fan stands for Lunch Police fan.
He's my fan.
Wait, but oh my God, he wasn't in the Let's Play.
Is this just episode?
We need to get
if you comment on our
Police
podcast, we will thank you profusely during our next episode
for like an hour.
Yes. And
hopefully he watches the Sonic Bible Adventures Let's Play. I downloaded a bunch of fucking weird shit on RPG Maker. I found an RPG Maker game on Steam the other day called Jesus Christ RPG or something.
Well, I've heard of that.
I'm not sure about that one.
No, I've heard of that one. I think I saw someone play it. It's literally an RPG of the Bible, which was so baffling to me. It's like not cynical, at least if we're thinking about the same thing. It's not even cynical. It's just literally, it just is the Bible.
Like plays itself completely straight.
Yeah, and well, kind of. It's funny because it plays itself straight. Like you play as Jesus,
right.
You have miracles, and you have to learn how to do the miracles that are in the Bibles. Like you have learned resurrection. Now you can go bring. I forgot his name back to life.
Jesus Christ, Resurrection F.
Oh, no.
God damn it. That's not a movie.
Damn. I don't even have anything to say. Just damn.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Super Saiyan God with a capital G Super Saiyan?
Yeah. Well, no.
I don't know,
remember how it's SSJ? So now it's Super Saiyan.
Saiyan Jesus.
Yes.
God damn.
Super Saiyan Jesus God Super Saiyan.
And and he goes a step beyond to have the spirit of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, Holy Spirit is like a power multiplier.
Holy Spirit bomb.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Checkmate, atheists.
Repent for your sins.
That reminds me of this, like...
What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
I saw this funny video on Twitter, like, a year ago, where it's like the next time on preview on Dragon Ball Z, and it's got a guy who's, like, voicing over. It's like, hey guys, it's me, Goku. Man, Nappa's really strong. I better use my Kaioken. But before I talk to you about that, I wanted to take a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus was this really powerful guy who was here a long time ago, and he died for our sins. Oh, it's fucking incredible.
Hi, my name is Goku, and I'm fighting Vegeta. He's really strong. But before we talk about that, you all need to go out right now and watch Bros in a Landfill. It's a podcast by these 4 trash bros on YouTube every Friday.
Tar can't even afford a shirt. Look how trashy he is.
Actually,
Tar doesn't need a shirt.
I want to jump topics a bit here, just because Lunch said something that maybe remind me. So, Lunch, you've gone off of Twitter for, like, you're taking a break from Twitter.
Yes.
How's that going for you?
Pretty good. Like, I just was sort of at a point where I felt like I was just very large swaths of my time were going to things that weren't meaningful. Like, I think Twitter's cool and everything, but in moderation, and I have no self-control whatsoever. So I'm off of Twitter, I'm off of Facebook, apart from the Messenger, I'm off of Reddit, and also Reset Era, because fuck Reset Era. Why do I keep going there? It's a forum.
What the fuck is a Reset Era?
It's a forum.
It's a gaming forum, but like it's like where all the cool news is, but also everyone on there is super obnoxious, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
anyway.
I want to make a joke, but only try to find it funny.
This might sound funny coming from like the Bros in a Landfill, but you can only see humanity at it's worst for so long without going crazy or being consumed by it.
So why don't you join our Discord?
But it's
Please, we're lonely.
I feel a bit more focused because like I've kind of gone off Twitter along with a couple other. I've made some other small life changes. Like I'm trying to work out once a week, and I'm trying to get a certain amount of time on my personal projects every day, and so I feel a little bit more productive. Or at least if I'm not doing something productive, I'll pick something better than Twitter. Like I could go on Twitter, or I can play The Witcher 3. Which one is more likely to give me a meaningful experience? Probably The Witcher.
You can go on Twitter or try to catch up to Try, who's trouncing you on that game completion competition.
He's fucking me up. Seriously. The last couple the games I'm playing are all giant RPGs, and I'm like trying to play Dragon Quest. I'm trying to play Witcher. I'm trying to play. I was playing one of the Legend of Zeldas, but I've just kind of dropped that for now. I'm like putting all these hours in, I'm not getting any victories.
I'm still trying to finish Yakuza 0, Strange Journey, Super Mystery Dungeon, and one other game that I forgot off the top of my head.
I'm trying to finish Smash Brothers Ultimate Story Mode Spiritless.
You are fucking insane, Tar.
That's the most hardcore thing I've ever
Hey, I'm in the middle of the 4th dungeon.
That's crazy.
So let's talk about your experiences doing the Spiritless run so far, Tar, because that's been basically consuming your life these past few months.
Past few months.
So when are we going to talk about the podcast?
But it's everything's related to the podcast.
Our lives are the podcast, man.
Our podcasts are our lives.
Tar, talk about how you've been doing the Spiritless run to defeat the soulless corporations. God. Okay. I can't even finish that joke.
So, Spiritless World of Light itself is it's pretty hard. I'm not 100%ing it anytime soon. I'm just looking to I'm looking to clear as many fights as I can. I'm just under 50% total completion. Damn. So I've beaten almost half the fights with no spirits. There's been a lot of cheesing involved.
That's a hell of amount of fights more than most people.
Remember when you said the key to beating Rathalos was to eat his ass?
Hey, my strategy. I'm putting additional challenges on myself. I'm doing it on hard mode.
What?
And I'm doing it without the skill tree. And I'm doing it with only plant. Only the product plant. So yes, my strategy for defeating Rathalos was to eat his ass.
Why is it on hard?
Why isn't it on hard?
Because I can.
World of Light is annoying to begin with. It's already way too big, way too long, not much content in it.
Shots being fired.
Go upside down. It's scary. Why do you want to make it take longer? Be harder? Get rid of the thing that makes it creative?
I mean,
what are you doing?
You can't deny that Tar has become a pretty damn good plant player now.
I mean, it's amazing. It's incredible. I'm not taking anything away from the achievement. I just don't understand why.
Well, it helps that Plant got buffed recently.
Tar, at that point, you should just go.
Sakura's like, I better throw Tar a bone because he's doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like, can't wait to get that buffed down be going.
I can just imagine Sakurai watching this and being like, I've got to buff Plant more so Tar suffers no longer.
No. Yeah. I imagine Sakurai watching this and then thinking, oh god, why? Why? If I never made Smash Ultimate, then you would have never talked about it on this terrible podcast, and then I would have never watched it. Like, Sakurai watches this, and he's like, they said my name 5 times. It's time to destroy them. Bring me the destroyer. Copyright claim.
I can't destroy Bros in a Landfill, but I can delete Smash Brothers.
They say that if you say Sakurai's name 5 times on a podcast, he will magically appear.
But we said it 6.
He will appear on all 4s and scuttle away, unimpeded by any attempts to restrain him.
Sakurai, no!
What the fuck have we devolved into?
He's making me trip!
Are we gonna make like a Bros in the Landfill parody game now? Like an RPG Maker horror game where we're chased by Sakurai? and then he finds the game and he's like, that's funny.
He has going to be a side.
That needs to be a side quest in the RPG Maker now.
No.
No, thank you.
I'm not doing that to Sakurai.
Honestly,
Sakurai deserves better.
No. I was gonna say something, but it's just really grim. So
Spiritless bosses are really fun when every hit does 170%.
That's just nuts.
Tar, you really do hate yourself.
They say I have problems.
Hey, I've beaten 4 of them. 4 more left to go. Well, 5 more left to go. Well, that's not counting the boss rush at the end.
But Tar.
Oh god.
What?
Okay, that's
fine. Have you considered the potential of putting this on your resume?
I haven't. I don't think there is any.
You know, actually, I had a friend who completed the Pokedex on his resume, and he got a job. Now, I don't know if for
Damn.
sure. I don't
Damn.
know if for sure it was because he completed the Pokedex, but I do know he put it on his resume.
Work ethic and determination. You
right.
set a near impossible goal for you to complete, and you completed it. Which employer wouldn't want someone like that hired?
It's taken me. Well, I haven't completed it yet. The Castlevania dungeon is making me its bitch.
You really enjoy
I'm
being
currently
someone's
fighting death, and he is fucking me up.
Insert obligatory Soul Eater reference here.
Thanks.
Like, that's not even a boss fight. Like, that's just like a mook.
You're a mook.
Oh gosh, I have to fight Dracula. Oh no.
Hey, Lunch.
Well,
do you want do you want death in Smash Brothers?
Death, like you lose all your health and then
like Castlevania death.
On?
No, I mean like the mortality. Like you kill Mario and then he disappears from the menu.
No.
There can be only one.
There are some people who actually do World of Light Nuzlocke. Where
oh my god!
Why?
If you lose with a character, you can't use that character anymore.
I don't get Nuzlocke. I mean, I don't get what Tar's doing to himself. That's just absolutely insane. But I just don't get the appeal of.
At the very least, in a world
more than
of Light
halfway
Nuzlocke.
through. I'm more than halfway through the campaign.
At the very least, in a world of Light Nuzlocke, you can't get killed by a sudden stray critical hit. But I've tried playing Nuzlocke. I don't enjoy them. I think
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Dizzy. Nuzlocke Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey.
How about no? Well, here, hold on. Is there a restriction on the Demon Compendium?
The restriction is that once a demon once a demon dies, you can't you have to let it go, and you can't resummon it from the compendium, and you can't renegotiate to get it back on your party.
Well, because that would be hard to keep track of, because a bunch of demons will disappear. Because if does fusing count as death?
Fusion doesn't count as death in this.
Yeah, but so you have to be keeping a massive tally of over 1,000 demons of dead.
No, just imagine you getting
to I thought the 70 character cast and all.
No, also you can't use I assume this is a Nuzlocke that you couldn't use any unnecessary applications as well. So just imagine going against some of those late game bosses with those insta kill moves, or they'll just wipe out your party in one shot, or the few demons that are actually
well, it won't
really
matter
good
if
for
they
this.
wipe out your party, because you'll be dead, and then the Nuzlocke will be over then.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what would happen within the first 5 minutes of the game. Is just you just get cheap killed by some demon. And
everyone go out and play Strange Journey. It's a fun game if you don't Nuzlocke it, and if you also have
or you're not
70
Disney making
hours to kill. Strange Journey has definitely been a strange journey. 30 hours in, I was really into it. 50 hours in, I just want it to end. 70 hours in, I am dead inside, and I'm just crawling to the finish line because it's right in front of me, and I'm just almost there. 5 more hours and it'll all be over.
Strange Journey makes you eat its ass at the end. It makes you its bitch. Strange. Okay,
leave it
like my plan
had trouble
with ass.
For as much as I love Strange Journey, from the last sector onwards, all of that late game bosses.
I don't think I'm selling Lunch on Strange Journey, especially not since it's a 3DS game and Lunch hates the 3DS.
Yeah.
Hey, try.
Hey, Lunch, go get Strange Journey. It's a game that
you want to know
someone
the crazy
who likes
thing
it is sick of it.
Okay,
I will actually go and get my laptop charger before my laptop runs out of battery.
Okay, hurry. Tara's about to tell me something, so go get your laptop charger.
Okay.
Right. So
you want to know the crazy thing about that Spiritless run?
What?
I'd be willing to do it again with a different character.
You're a fucking. Well, I mean, I guess to some degree.
Strange Journey again once I beat it. I just want to get it. Once it's done the first time, then there's no more time limit, so I can just do it.
Yeah, well, part of the problem, part of the difficulty of Strange Journey is and granted, there's some of Shin Megami Tensei in general, is if you don't know how to beat a boss. Once you know how to beat a boss, it's not too bad. Once you know the gimmicks behind it and the team composition is required for it.
Well, some of the gimmicks are stupid, like when they spam charm spells at you that also hit all almighty attacks.
But Strange Journey takes it to a whole nother level because each boss has multiple gimmicks rather than just one or two.
They have
strange.
They have like
strange
so much
bosses,
HP.
Like from Ouroboros onwards, the bosses just are incredibly gimmicky, and like they will, like even if you're over leveled, it's more about having like the right armor and the right team, rather than being able to just do it. Where in other Shin Megami Tensei games, it's less about having like.
Okay, try.
Well, to some degree, it's just a matter of having a team that like you can't get
Try. I'm
against.
gonna stop you there, and I'm also gonna ask you to do something when lunch gets back. But for now, let's just shift topics because I feel like talking about Strange Journey. Talking about Strange Journey is the most boring thing you can do involving Strange Journey, because
you mean you're right.
It's so weird because it really is like I know it's driving me crazy. I do like the game. I recommend playing it more than talking about it because when you sit down to talk about it, you find there's surprisingly not a lot to say, and it's not even a bad game. It has very good characters and very good messages and very good theming. But then you sit down to talk about it, and the first thing that comes up is, God, those boss fights.
Yeah. Well, maybe like it might be good when you're done with it. We could actually like talk about like the story bits and like not talk about the boss fights.
I like the character development in of that it exists. I like it when characters develop and change. Fuck you, Sonic Forces.
Fuck you, Persona 5.
Fuck you, Sonic Lost World.
I still need to play Sonic Forces.
No. I mean, did you not see? I thought I played the whole thing and then I made a video of it. Did you not see that?
I know, no, but that only made me want to play it more.
It's not.
I have that morbid curiosity.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not a long game.
Have fun with the grinding level.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, speaking of, I guess I want to talk about a bit with Lunch when he comes back, but like
I wanted you to sell Lunch on Persona Q2.
Because don't. Lunch would be incredibly. Lunch would be so bored by Persona Q2. It's not.
No. That's why I want you to sell him on it. Don't mention any of the negatives. Just see how far you can go selling him on it.
I don't think I could because the only appeal there is it's got your favorite Persona characters back in it. There is no.
Do it anyways.
Okay.
When he unmutes. Okay, do it to Tar. Sell Tar on
Persona
Q.
Tar. I know you've never played Persona. I know you've never played Persona before. I know that you won't know the characters and stuff. So I will only tell you the good parts of Persona Q2. It's really colorful and it's got a really cool aesthetic. At times, it has a
green just turned green.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It's got a pretty good. It's got some pretty kick-ass beats in the game.
Right?
It's got some fresh beats, dog.
Lunch is being attacked by a ghost.
I think
his lights are
Lunch is being attacked by a ghost. Lunch, are you okay?
Yeah.
Lunch, what's going on with your lighting, man? Okay, it's fixed.
Anyways, Dizzy,
I didn't know Lunch lives with Nosferatu.
It's Nosferatu.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dizzy, but I really can't say anything more about Persona Q2 to sell Tar on it because it does nothing notable other than not flanderize the characters like Persona Q did.
How does it do with the P5 cast then, since they were one note to begin with?
I mean, I actually think it sort of handles the Persona 5 cast particularly better because the game's not as mean-spirited as Persona 5 is.
Okay, so Dizzy, I've noticed something about the P5 cast, and I figure you would be the expert on this and would be able to give me the best answer.
Okay, I'll try my
Why
best.
does everyone worship Futaba?
I don't know. No, it's not Futaba everybody worships. Everybody fucking worships Haru, and I don't know why.
Okay.
First of all, Haru literally never does anything, and Futaba does everything, so that might be why. Futaba has this magical device called a computer that lets her literally do anything the plot wants her to. And she's also
a gamer.
She's also the main character's quote unquote younger sister, and she's sassy. So and she has shitty parents, so that's probably it too.
So we've got about 12 minutes left. Lunch is back. I wanted to just talk about a bit of the GameCube stuff I've been playing. So I finished Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is fucking amazing. You all should play it. It's I found it difficult to start up. It took a bit to get used to controls. But Jesus Christ, I can see why Metroid Prime is considered the classic as it is. It's amazing. But I've gone back and I just recently got a copy of Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, which is a game nobody's heard of before.
Oi!
You've heard of it? Have you played Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg?
I did once when I was 5. I didn't like it very much.
I played Putt. So does that count? You know what game no one's ever heard of? More bugs in boxes. I'm glad you finally said your catchphrase after 53 episodes.
Dude, I think Lunch is still muted.
Yeah, I can't hear Lunch at all.
I don't think he's been speaking. Oh.
No, he's moving his mouth right now.
Oh, he's okay.
Moment, please.
Hello?
Lunch.
Am I back?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yo.
You're back.
Oh, I was saying things, but I'm small comments, so it doesn't matter.
I hear Lunch now.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay.
But
affect the recording.
The interesting thing about Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg is, so I think I've told you guys before that it's made by like Sega, and I think I don't know if it's specifically Sonic Team or people who worked on Sonic Team, but it's got some of those Sonic like GameCube isms, like that Sonic like early 2000 Sonic isms to it. It's not.
I love early 2000 Sonic with all of my heart and body.
But it's all.
So it's a good sign.
But to the other extent, the gameplay, the active gameplay of trying to roll around an egg that you have literally no control over, and some of the first stage of every level. Well, the first level of every stage has a you have to roll around this golden egg, and then you have to hatch it to get like the Guardian Rooster thing from that area open.
Rooster.
And that thing will break it. Yeah, and that thing will break in one hit.
Wow.
And considering this is an early Sonic game, like this is like early 2000 Sonic, it's got the whole 5 life system, and then if you die, then it boots you back to the home screen.
Yes, the best kind.
So we're just calling Billy Hatcher a Sonic Adventure game now.
Yeah, it's a Sonic. I mean, it doesn't have the. Think like
I remember it being inferior Super Monkey Ball.
Oh yeah, it's like if Sonic Team tried to make a Super Monkey Ball game. That's exact.
That's
what if Sonic Team tried to make Pokemon?
Like it's an incredibly fascinating game to say the least. But there are some serious game design flaws that I'm just like.
Yeah, that's Sonic Team. That sounds like Sonic Team.
It even has rails for you to roll your egg down.
There are rails in egg push.
Well, it's more like
Katamari Damacy.
Yeah, actually, it plays. It's very similar to Katamari Damacy, but you're not connected to the egg. Like you can. So like if you move backwards, the egg doesn't come back with you. It like you disconnect from the egg and it keeps rolling forward or it stops.
Disconnected. Super Katamari ball. Got it.
So yeah, but that also makes it very hard to control the egg, especially when you're especially when you're dealing with the golden egg, because if the golden egg cracks, it counts as a life lost.
Damn. Wow, is this like an abortion game or what? Like anti-abortion? Like,
what?
Well, no. The enemy which were the crows, like because when you hatch the golden egg, the guardian crow comes out. It saves the land for like the area from darkness, and then the next stage is you go being the boss of the area.
Billy Hatcher
freeze a guardian crow.
Billy Hatcher is pro-life, right?
It saves. Wait, hold on. Yeah. It hatches a guardian crow.
Guardian Rooster. The crows are the bad guys, and then there's a Guardian Rooster.
Damn it! I was gonna make a Dark Souls joke. I was gonna say like, holy crap, this game is the prequel to Dark Souls because there's a Guardian crow in that game.
That's the next theory.
Never mind,
That's
I guess.
Next theory.
No.
Well, maybe it is. Billy Hatcher is Dark Souls,
and that means before we end,
means
we have to
Animal
talk about
Crossing
Pokemon.
Is Billy Hatcher?
That one's easier to remember.
We have to talk about Pokemon.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Sorry, what's this about Pokemon?
What?
I said we have to talk about Pokemon before the episode ends because our episode 1 was about Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just talk about a bit of Pokemon.
And go.
Sword and Shield.
Galarian Weezing is here.
Remember the tree.
I didn't even see I couldn't even properly see the new update. Like the new,
I haven't seen any of Sword and Shield actually.
Sword and Shield because I've just stopped caring about Sword and Shield whatsoever.
Why? Is it because of the national decks? Are you a filthy national dexer who
wants
to overwork those poor employees?
The game just looking at it and looking at all the updates, it just feels like it needs more time before coming out.
Well, that doesn't have more time.
It feels like it's hitting that this yearly Pokemon release is just not a good thing, especially as these games get bigger.
No, a year is not enough time to make a giant. Well, like if it's gonna be at that scale, where it's like it's on the Switch now, it's like right there. You know, you gotta give it some time. No one can make a game in a year. Not
it's like, if more than anything, I just feel bad for Game Freak. I just really feel bad for Game Freak and all the developers.
It's called.
But our game doesn't look like Pokemon. You know, our game isn't releasing for $100. It's releasing for probably.
Well, it's also being made by one person. Well, 3 people.
Mostly one person.
Something like the GameCube and DS games could like.
Thank you. I'm gonna help with art and music assets.
There you go.
It's
you
like
haven't yet, so you're not
the 8-bit era games could be made in a year. The 8-bit era of games, like the 8 and 16-bit or whatever, like the.
All right,
the
everyone,
DS and GameCube era games.
Right
those
now,
could be made in a year.
Say your favorite Pokemon game, because you already said favorite Pokemon.
Ruby,
we all know he likes the chicken.
Like, Sun and Moon, like already felt like this is already pushing it a bit for a year. It's very content, like it's a very compact game as opposed to the other.
The more
Pokemon
ambitious they get,
games,
the more they have to like actually, the more of a production it becomes. Like. It's just the amount of stuff they have to do is just going to increase exponentially as technology goes on. Like, they're lucky they managed to make 2D games for such a long time because handhelds weren't really there yet. But now it's like,
I still like the Gen 3.
You know what other series died due to overambition? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Bros in Landfill.
Yeah. Sonic died to a lot of things. I don't even...
Sonic can still come back. I think he can still come back. He just needs a better writing team.
Yeah, no, Sonic can definitely come back. Sonic has enough spunk where he could definitely come back with a better writing team.
The thing is that Sonic
they're
never
making
left.
a movie, so I don't think he can.
Sonic is terrible, but he never left. So it's like, you know...
I guess the thing, Sonic's always been terrible. That's sort of the funny thing. It's like, Sonic's never been great or good.
Okay, let me stop you right.
But
let me say
Sonic's never been good, but Sonic sells it. Sonic sells himself. Sonic has spunk and he sells himself. He's an edgy, fun mess. It doesn't matter how bad a Sonic game.
Like, he sells his body to
the difference between there's a difference. Okay, as long as a Sonic game is playable, it's a fun mess. When it gets to something like 06,
I loved being on this. 06 I'm glad that we're here for a year of this podcast. You know, I feel like this isn't the time to start wars. You know, it's like, hey, it's Christmas, all right. Let's not, bring up that fucking, that falling out we had.
I love Sonic.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You think that none of them. You won't say that any of them are great or good? There are no good ones? And that some of them are playable? Look, I'm not like some fanboy, right? I mean, yes, I am, but I might be a fanboy, but I can say that the majority of these games are terrible. But if you can't even say that any of these games have anything genuinely good to offer to society, you son of a bitch. You leave Sonic Mania out of this.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Sonic has caused far more harm to society through DeviantArt. More good than it has caused.
I'm not about to argue with that statement.
I've played more good than bad.
I would say the majority of Sonic games
Sonic
are bad.
Advance 2 and 3 and Sonic.
Okay, no.
If you gotta talk shit about Sonic 1, 2, 3, fucking Mania, CD,
I'm just
you motherfucker!
Sitting here metaphorically eating popcorn.
Generations.
Wait,
you fuck.
I'll be the first. Okay, I'll be the first to say that. Like, I can't actually assess
this.
I can't successfully. I'll be honest. I can't actually assess how good the first 3 Sonic games are because I hate them and I'm terrible at this 2D Sonic. But I was memeing about Sonic always being bad.
Yeah, you do a fucking meme about Sonic on my watch, buddy.
Okay. You're talking to the person
Sonic.
who unironically. You are talking to the person who unironically likes Sonic and the Secret Ring. So
you defended Shadow the Hedgehog.
What is this?
Before, man.
You're
a fucking Billy Hatchet fan.
You defended Shadow the Hedgehog. I 100% in Shadow the Hedgehog. I'll have you know.
Oh my gosh. What is this fucking podcast?
I only play shit.
100% Secret Rings, but I beat every mission and it's okay.
I beat every mission of Sonic and the Secret Rings, and it was certainly a thing that existed in the real world until it didn't anymore. You're all going to watch this podcast and go, what's Sonic and the Secret Rings? It was like that Wii Sonic game, Sonic and the Black Knight.
The only 2D Sonic game that I was capable of beating was Sonic Generations on the 3DS.
Sonic Generations on the 3DS, it's like plain toast, It's like...
Sonic.
It's like baby's first Sonic game.
Yeah, like as if it was made by babies.
And enjoy...
Isn't
Enjoy
that
Sonic.
a statement? Sonic Generations, the game dedicated to celebrating 20 years of Sonic and his entire legacy, is baby's first Sonic game.
Hey, look, it's a better celebration than this fucking episode.
This is the episode dedicated to our
Okay, but even so with that, even with that, I got so many game overs playing Sonic Generations on the 3DS.
That is not something to brag about, honey. Because
probably being the easiest Sonic game, I still sucked at it because I just suck at 3D at 2D Sonic games.
For you, huh?
I'm sorry to say.
Going a little bit too fast.
I mean, yeah, and also it's also the way that the physics works in controlling the character.
It's weird. It's okay.
Sonic's
it's okay.
Yeah, it's the momentum base. I can't get a hold of that momentum base.
It's too powerful for you to understand is what's happening. And you know what? I'm glad that you were mad enough to admit to that. All right, I gotta leave very soon though.
I'm the guy. Okay, I'm the guy in my college ethics class said that I wouldn't get a tattoo because I'm too much of a pussy to get a tattoo.
Yeah, this guy wanted to get a tattoo and meant to trust his opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog.
How dare you say tattoo? Lunch.
Dizzy, what is
my
it?
question. I was gonna wait for us.
Guys, Dizzy has a fucking question.
That interrupted his question.
Wait for Sonic folks. I was gonna wait for. You know what? I kept saying I was gonna wait for a Sonic focus episode, but now I just am gonna wait for a Sonic focus episode. Join us next week where you finally hear what my question.
I'm glad that we talked about Sonic because now I've hit all the bases for the anniversary episode. We've talked about fucking Vic Mignogna. We've talked about Persona 5. We've talked about Sonic. Pokemon.
We haven't talked about Balloon's Tower Defense.
Oh God! Look, I'm sorry. My flatmates are about to wake up.
And this has been Bros No End.
Signing off.
Oh my God!
Wait, you can't sign off without Ralphie the Rat. What?
We thought we killed you.
Oh God! I'm dead again.
Please add in gunshot sound effects to this bit.
Happy anniversary, Ralphie's dead again.
Yeah.
I'm hitting stop.
See you next year.
See you next year, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, why are we saying happy anniversary and not happy birthday?
What? You thought it was over, but how could it be? The 1-year anniversary of Bros in a Landfill can't end without the Bros in a Landfill clip show of doom. Hit it, Johnny. Sonic's feet are a metaphor for life.
How so?
Because they are horrifying and painful and induce suffering, and they're kept hidden and locked up in the shoes, and the shoe protects us. It's this thing that keeps us safe from pain and outwardly harm, but it also contains the inward dangers without really fixing them. It's a suppression of evil without curing it, you know? You see the shoe and you forget about the foot. But the shoe protects the foot, but the feet are still evil. They're not being fixed, they're just being covered up like a lid, you know?
I understand perfectly. And then I see this giant dragon, it's like, oh, does the game expect me to punch out a dragon? I mean, I'll do it. I absolutely will. Death of 1,000 cuts, bitch, let's go.
What is wrong with you? What do you mean you 100? Okay, first of all, you've been complaining about Persona 5 this whole podcast. I was talking about Smash Brothers, and you 100%ed it with a million hours.
I didn't.
And you 100% Shadow the Hedgehog, where it's like I don't even know how to do half the objectives in that game.
I mean that's fair. I was actually like when I was playing and it was like, man, Johnny Cage aged very gracefully.
Use your words, try.
No, I won't. No.
Seriously, everybody in my country thinks I'm American because I listen to too many podcasts and stuff, and so my accent has been a bit tinged with foreign seed. I should not have used the word seed. God damn it.
Green is the faction that works the best with itself.
Green is the introverted faction. Rise, the anime fans, rise! We will punish those fools for not liking banana fish.
Green is the hostile aliens.
Come out, Tryford. We're here to punish you for your terrible anime opinions. And I've brought my friend the Blob World.
So, like, if you kill Goku, he's gonna give you his power from beyond the grave and, like, be your ghost stand and help you fight. Does Goku become your stand?
Yeah, and he'll help push me into a career that I don't actually want.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So you have to fight, Brett. You have to, just like I would have. It's like, you're not even my dad.
I'm putting Beans in the Nintendo Wii because I lost my Brawl discs, and I'm just gonna play Beans instead.
Oh. Your Wii is not hungry. It does not want beans. I've come to make an announcement. Trybien is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his fucking programmer Quilly dick out and pissed all over my fucking wife. Like,
probably his
doesn't
hands.
like Shadow's origin change depending on what path you take?
Yes, that's right. Shadow the Hedgehog is so good that it rewrites history.
That's stupid! And so I wrote a poem about how it would have been really hard to take dick pics in the 1800s.
What?
Because, like, you know...
Wait, you said embarrassing story, not your most fucking epic story.
look...
I'm glad that magically disappeared. Can I have an explanation?
Yeah.
Listen. They're evil because of Vanitas.
What's that? I'm too out of the loop to know what that means.
No, was that a DX2 reference?
It was.
Oh, god damn it. It's been so long since I played the story mode of that game.
No, but...
Okay, so at first I was going to say Auric because just he's my own creation, he's my child, but the fact that he would be my best friend makes me want to kill him more.
He sunk the ship he sunk the ship to kill the captain.
Exactly. Well, use your words, Tar.
No, I won't!
Where he drives around on a motorcycle, crashes it into an alien, and then it explodes, and then he jumps and there's a fire and bats. Oh, Shadow was such a dreamy badass. Oh, he's such a hunk. Ooh, baby.
Wow. Learned something new about Dizzy today. Wait, who's Ryuji?
I would say
Ryuji is the partner character in Persona 5, and he is awful in every regard.
I can't really talk
He
much
is a bully. He is a massive bully and an asshole for the entire game, and at the end of the game, he has the fucking audacity to say that he's changed and stuff when he fucking hasn't.
Oh, so he's Knuckles.
I mean, there's a difference between being a dick and being an ass. Being an ass, it's like you just...
I love this conversation.
Okay, so, end of the
deep.
podcast. An ass doesn't care. They do things for their own... They do things because they can. A dick does something because they care, but they care so much they care about something else much less.
Holy shit, I need to, like, write that down.
You mean his big Pokemon Combuskin. And this has been Bros in a Landfill, signing off.
Fuck!